Hello students. After LR circuit, now today in this video we are going to discuss about CR circuit. That means we have an AC circuit with resistance and capacitor in series. So here in the diagram we have a resistance R and a capacitor with capacitance C, and these are connected in series to an alternating EMF source with EMF epsilon is equal to epsilon naught sine omega t. So we have a circuit having a resistance capital R and capacitance C connected in series to a source of alternating EMF epsilon is equal to epsilon naught sine omega t. Now if we are assuming that capital I be the current through the series circuit, then first we will talk about resistance. So resistance, as in case of LR circuit, the voltage VR vector, that means the phasor of VR, is equal to RI vector, R phasor of I, across the resistance capital R will be in phase with current I. As we know that in a purely resistive circuit, or in case of resistance, current and voltage are in the same phase. So here for resistance, the current I and EMF or the voltage VR, that is for resistance, are in same phase, and the peak value or the amplitude of this voltage is V naught R is equal to I naught capital R. Now this point is same as was in LR circuit. The change is कि वहाँ पर inductor था, but here in CR circuit we have a capacitor. So the change is voltage VC. Voltage VC is equal to XCI across the capacitance C lags behind the current. So whenever we have a capacitor, the voltage lags behind the current by pi by 2 radians. That means if current is in this direction, then voltage will be like this, 90 or pi by 2 lagging behind the current. This is voltage VC. Okay, and amplitude is V naught C is equal to I naught XC, where XC is the capacitive reactance. So now we are going to plot phasor diagram for a series CR circuit. So first of all, for resistor, both voltage and current are in same phase. Magnitude of voltage is always more than that of the current, so this is VR vector, and this one is for current, smaller vector is for current, and the voltage across capacitance is 90 degree lagging the current. That means इस करंट से 90 हमें वापस माइनस करना है, डाउन आना है. दैट मीन्स वी हैव टू गो क्लॉकवाइज. सो VC विल बी इन दिस क्वाड्रेंट like this. This is VC, which is pi by 2, having phase minus pi by 2 in comparison to the resistance. Means current से 90 degree lag कर रहा है voltage across the capacitor. This is the phasor for VC. Now for resultant of these vectors, we have to use parallelogram law of vector addition, then if we plot this, the resultant this will be the resultant which shows the EMF epsilon. Okay, so for the value of epsilon we are going to use parallelogram law of vector addition. Now the magnitude of epsilon is given by we can give by law of addition, and for its direction we have to take this angle phi from current, means this is the angle phi with which the resultant is inclined to current. So for this, for the direction of epsilon, we are going to use phi. First we are talking about the magnitude by using parallelogram law of vector addition. We have VR vector plus VC vector is equal to epsilon vector. So for the magnitude we have epsilon naught is equal to under root magnitude of VR का square, that means V naught R square, plus magnitude of VC square, that means V naught C square, plus 2 V naught R V naught C cos angle between the two. The angle between the two is pi by 2, which is 0. Since cos 90 is 0, so this term will be 0. That means epsilon naught is equal to under root V naught R square plus V naught C square. Or we know the values of V naught R and V naught C, so we are going to substitute that. So V naught R is I naught R square plus I naught XC square. On solving this we get epsilon naught is equal to under root I naught square R square plus XC square. It implies epsilon naught is equal to I naught under root R square plus XC square, or we can write it as I naught is equal to epsilon naught under root R square plus XC square, where the denominator term under root R square plus XC square works as effective resistance and therefore it is the impedance. So Z is the impedance, which is equal to under root R square plus XC square, or is equal to under root R square plus 1 upon omega square C square in case of a CR circuit. This is the magnitude. This is how we can find the magnitude. Now moving to the direction, that means we want to find the value of phi. For this we will be using this right angle triangle, and by using this we can find tan phi as V naught C, like this perpendicular upon base, so V naught C upon V naught R. Hence for the phase angle phi, for phase angle phi we find tan phi is equal to V naught C upon V naught R, that means vertical component upon horizontal component or perpendicular upon base, is equal to I naught XC upon I naught R is equal to XC upon R, or tan phi is equal to 1 upon omega C upon R, or 1 upon omega C R. By using this we can give the value of phi, which shows the direction of resultant epsilon from current. The phi here shows the direction of resultant from current. Also we know that epsilon is equal to epsilon naught sine omega t, so this angle is omega t. Okay, this is omega t, this is phi that we let the phase angle between I and epsilon resultant to give the direction of resultant, and VC is lagging the current by pi by 2. All these facts when combined give us the result for resultant EM voltage epsilon, its magnitude as well as its direction. So this is about the CR circuit, series CR circuit. That's all for the video. For further video, stay tuned and keep studying. Thank you.